Hey, what's up, everybody? So this is the start of 31 and 31 for 2023, and I decided to kind of start with where my mind was going when I first was thinking of this topic, and this is going directly into anime, right? There's a lot of horror anime that's out there. There's a ton of stuff, but I'm not going to focus on it. I promise that's not going to be the only thing that we watch. It's kind of going to be all over the place, to be honest with you. And it's going to include some family-friendly stuff and some not-so-family-friendly stuff. Like I said, it's going to be a little bit of everything, and I hope you guys are along for the ride this year. And like always, these are going to be relatively short, probably except for the first one, because I got to do a whole intro to the whole series for everything that's going on with this one. So, what is tonight's movie? So, tonight's movie was Lily C.A.T. And Lily C.A.T. is definitely an alien-inspired anime, from the way that they draw the ship to just, there's some scenes that even seem straight taken out of Alien. Like, there's a landing scene or like a space scene where it's like got the squares in there as the ship's going over the horizon. Straight up, that's fucking Alien. It was taken right from it, because I also just recently watched Alien for the Terrible Terror podcast, which episode is available now. I really enjoyed this. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot more fast-paced than I thought it was going to be. Like, I really thought that the tension was going to build up in the beginning, but it turns out that people just die right a fucking way. What's the basic story of it? Well, there's a ship that's going on an expedition. They're taking a bunch of crew people. They're basically going to sleep in space for 20 years, 10 days, or 10 months and a day. And there is a little bit of a side story where there are two people that have snuck onto the ship that don't belong with the corporation that's going out there. And that also revolves around the president's daughter, who happens to be on this ship as well. And she has a cat named Lily that comes on there. Well, Lily C.A.T. is the eponymous, title of the movie, but it's kind of revealed later on what she would be. But basically, while they're trying to figure out who the stowaways are, at the same time, there is an alien presence on the ship created by some type of bacteria that slowly starts killing off everybody inside the ship. It's a very entertaining movie. It is, like I said, it's like an hour and a half long. Like, it's not very, very long itself, but it moves at a really, really brisk pace. And the deaths happen almost like 10 minutes into the movie. You don't really get to establish characters. You don't really do much of anything. All of a sudden, it's like they find out this thing about the stowaways, at least the current crew of this ship. And there's a little bit about in there, like how, the people that work the ship, they're really old. They've been alive for 150, 200 years because this is what they do. And they only age a year whenever they sleep in the pods from the cryogenic sleep. So the animation is beautiful for its time. I believe that this came out in the early 80s, and it's a wonderful piece of animation. It has some decent gory effects in terms of, as much as you can get in gore and animation, but it definitely has some really cool creature designs when they finally do show the creature, and the weird metamorphoses that the people make when they show them. There's this one great of one of the crew members as she splits in half and the face comes out and it's the cat, and it's just cool. It's fun. It's not necessarily going to be for everybody, but I think that if you're a big fan of anime and you're a big fan of horror, this is one of the classics that you should watch. So I would give this one, a solid 4 out of 5, dumb cats. It's fun. You should see it. It's available on the Roku channel right now. I don't know how much longer it'll be available, but if you get a chance, quick watch, perfect timing. It's going to be great. So for the rest of this, we're going to be jumping around. We're going to be going from, just general, horror anime to, like I said, family-friendly stuff. And there's a couple of, special movies that I'm going to be talking about in this that I absolutely love and I've wanted to talk about. I just didn't want to do it in long form on the podcast. So thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure that you follow along with the series. There will be a new one every day for the month of October. So I'll see you guys later.